Somebody mentioned about borrowing. Let me tell you, there's nothing wrong in borrowing. Absolutely nothing wrong. Every country of the world borrows money. Japan owes 230% of her GDP as debt. 230%. Even Singapore, that we celebrate, owes 120% of its GDP. So if Singapore has 1 naira, they owe 1 naira 20 kobo. Norway, that has the biggest sovereign wealth fund of 1.4 trillion, still owe 50% of its GDP. What is wrong in borrowing is when you borrow for consumption. If you borrow for production, it helps your economy. And because we talked about borrowing, I will show you where borrowing has worked. Several countries of the world where borrowing has worked. It hasn't worked here because you borrowed for consumption. The consequence today is that Nigeria is spending 90% of its revenue to service debt, when the average revenue you need to service debt should not be more than 25% of your revenue. It's like a human being. If you go to bank today and borrow money in order to do and farm, do agriculture, do industry, do everything, you'll be able to pay back. But if you borrow it for burial, you will not pay back. You have a problem. If you borrow it for birthday party, you have a problem. If you borrow it for wine carry, you have a problem. So Nigeria borrowed for picnic is for consumption. And that is why we're having problems. Serious problems. To the extent that we will not survive it. It is that bad. If you borrow it for production, it will be different.